the 2 out of 3 of the most beautiful women in metal, I believe. Yeah, Kortney Alicia is my co-host, and Nika Comet from Chase the Comet is with us today. So thank you for joining us all the way from LA. It's 9 a.m. in the morning. So we know that she's a morning person, or at least she likes us enough to wake up in the morning. So thanks.
Sure. It's a pleasure to join you guys today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's awesome we have this opportunity to do this online, overcoming distance and all the bullshit that's going on with the
Right.
social distancing and stuff.
Yes.
And talk about music and make friends. Yeah, we're lucky.
Right.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that we're getting to do this. So you released a new song what was it? Last week?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yes, The Road, and been listening to it in the car. Love it. So trying to get you them streams up on Spotify. I don't know if you guys, did they count, like, if I, because I'm so new to like music streaming ideas. Like, used to when I was in bands, you made a CD through CD Baby, and you paid like $300, and you got 200 of them, and you sold them to people out of your trunk or the van of your whatever you had. So
We do that too.
you do that too? Nice.
Yeah, of
Things
course.
still are the same. So do you get, like, if I listen to a song on repeat like for 20 times like I've done the past week with your guys' song,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Does that like add up to your stream credibility?
Of
Or does that just make me
course.
creepy, or like what does it help?
No,
Like,
not at all. Not at all.
okay.
Please stream as many times as you want. We really
Okay.
appreciate it.
I got you. Yeah, it's like, man, I've made her 78 cents today. Yes, I'm doing my part for Chase the Comet.
Aw.
You still owe me
Well, you
though.
have to because your name is Chase. So you
Yes.
listen to Chase the Comet. That makes sense.
I do, yes, and you guys still owe me for buying my name for your band, so we'll just tack it on. So tell us about the new song. Like, I read on your Instagram post that kind of this got messed up with Corona. Like, you guys released the song, so tell us kind of what's going on. Is there an album to come? Like, where are we at on it?
Okay, so first things first, there's no album right now because we thought we would focus on singles because
Right.
that's what makes more sense in the current situation. You release one song approximately one a month or one in like 2 months, and thus you give people more music in shorter periods of time. While when you release an album, people have to wait for you to record it, and then you have to like have a big budget to promote it. And it's also the Spotify culture makes you release singles because you can only pitch those singles to your Spotify playlist curators if it's one song. Like if you release an album, you can still only pitch one song, which is a great miss because an album usually includes like up to 10 songs, and so it basically means you just release all of them at once rather than do it one by one.
Right.
So the idea behind The Road actually started when I was booking a tour, and we're still a DIY band. We don't have a label, we're independent. And it's basically me and my husband Alex, who plays guitar and who does all the arrangements for us. Like, he's the production guru.
Gotcha.
Like everything you hear on the recording except for vocals, that's what Alex does. And on
And
stage
I'm
he
assuming
plays.
you do the vocals, right?
What is that?
You do the vocals, right?
Yeah, I do the vocals and harmonies, and I produce my vocals. He sometimes helps me, but it's mostly like the whole vocal process is my responsibility, and
Right.
I write the songs too. And Alex is responsible for our sound, for our arrangements. So yeah, and so basically it's just two of us. And I was booking a tour in the beginning of this year. It was supposed to happen on May, June, and it was supposed to be our first like all America tour.
Ooh, going
Just
national.
yeah, kind of. Yeah, we just didn't want to spend summer in LA, you see.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so we just wanted to go a little bit traveling, playing some shows.
Right.
And I had this chorus that I came up with. The road is just in front of me, and I'll go wherever it takes me. And Alex really fell in love with this, and he wanted to like make a song out of it, but I was kind of like low on creative energy. I was like, okay, well, let me do this first, and then the corona hit, and we figured out that the best way to like kind of put our energy into something is to like start writing a lot of songs.
Right.
And also it was the time when everybody was confused. Nobody knew what was going to happen, and we were unsure about the tour, if we had to cancel it or postpone it. And we also have like this documents thing going with like our visas, so we were not sure about that either, because we were supposed to like go to Russia for a while, because we haven't been there for almost 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was just that feeling of like fear, uncertainty, and like worry about our families, about our fans, about just people like dying and all that. And I started writing, and that's how the road appeared. And you can see it in the first verse where I say I'm in the dark about what's ahead, trying to keep calm, but I'm really scared, so that's what I really felt. And then Alex added those like crazy low guitars that I guess so far the road is our heaviest song, and we really love it.
It definitely is. I love it.
So,
I think I've listened to you throughout the time. I believe you and I kind of met about a year and a half ago through Instagram.
Know better. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. She's so big she doesn't even remember the name that she got the band for.
No, I don't remember when it happened.
Right. Yeah. No, we don't have friend memories on Facebook or like, yeah. But I like this is definitely a lot heavier, a lot like the drop tunings and things like that in the music. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah. I think it's great. It's like your voice is so melodic and beautiful, and you could do all types of things, and like you've got this kind of like real deep kind of chug and thug guitar thing going on underneath that's just really, I think the friction between it makes it really, really great. I do. I listen to the song a lot. We'll actually get it so check out the Spotify for us. Look up Morning Mayhem. Should be the top song on our playlist right now.
Okay. Yeah, I should share. You guys should send me a link. I'll share it everywhere.
Yeah, awesome. We want people to listen to what me and Kortney and I, we listen to. We're kind of on different spectrums. Kortney is a big Avatar fan. I am more kind of in that, like, I love me some Hatebreed. I love some different stuff. So like we have different stuff that we like to put out there. So
nice. You guys, Kortney, I've been to Avatar show.
I love Avatar.
Well, this
Your
past week
just went up, Nika.
Yes. I mean, we've got so many people. We've got Avatar fans now on the show. We've got the dude that traveled with Avatar, Dan Sperry, was on our last show.
Yeah,
he toured. He was the magician that was on the show. So yeah, Avatar brings life together, I guess. So you guys released this, and you guys have been streaming for a while. This isn't new territory for you. Your guys have always kind of been an online band because you, like you said, you're a DIY band. You don't have the record label pushing. So do you feel like you had an upper hand once the coronavirus hit that, all right, well, this is what we've been doing anyways. We're going to keep doing it.
Totally. Yeah. As we discussed in our little talk before the show, it's been good for both of us, right? In a way, because we were able to like do our stuff and see just how much people are online, and that's basically what we do, and everybody is trying to just hop on that train, but I understand how hard it may be for like big artists because they haven't been doing it. They were relying on like shows income, while we have been streaming and carrying out our online activity. I'm not sure if I can say that, but I mean, like we've been active online for the last 3 years, and we've been communicating with our fans from all over the world anyway. So when the Rona hit, we just had to multiply our efforts and do this more to make sure we maintain the momentum, and I feel like in this case we found ourselves in a much more in a much better position than a lot of artists who haven't been doing that a lot, because they had to like learn it from the beginning, while we've been constantly developing and like learning stuff, learning new platforms, always staying on top of what Instagram or Facebook is introducing as a new feature.
Right.
So
yeah. We've talked to a lot of bands. I've noticed a lot of the seasoned veterans in the metal game, like September 11th. So tomorrow, I guess, Mastodon is releasing medium rarities, which is kind of like people are going back into like, well, what have we not released because we don't have studio time, because studios aren't really open right now. So they're releasing these rarities.
And actually, that's another advantage of being a DIY band, because we record at home. Like everything you hear is recorded. Like Alex records literally at this table. Like this is his laptop. This is where all the guitars and everything, like every sound on Chase the Comet record that is not vocals is recorded here, and vocals is recorded right over there in our like small ISA box, a little room. We have these sound panels over here.
Right.
And for us, it's free, dude.
Yeah.
And we don't depend on anybody. So that's another plus of being a DIY band. You can just record as much stuff as you want. The only money that you spend is to your mixing engineer,
Right. So you guys live together, you guys sing together, you guys play together, but I don't see Alex. You have not killed Alex during the coronavirus, right? Alex is still here with us.
No, he was actually supposed to join me, but then he's like, "Can you do it by yourself? Because I'm gonna sleep in."
I could not imagine being married and like. Do you guys keep the band? Is the band and the marriage overlap? Do you guys like keep things separate? Like, does he ever write something and you're just like, I don't like this, and then it comes up in like a disagreement on if you're going to order In-N-Out or if you're going to go to some other restaurant for food, and you're like, oh, of course you'd pick In-N-Out. Did you hear that riff that you played the other day? It sucked. And you're like, whoa, like how is things like that with the marriage and the band? How do you guys keep that thing sane?
Well, first of all, no In-N-Out because we're vegan.
Oh, they don't have the vegan burger?
No, can you imagine?
Man, have you been to Doghouse?
I know. Huh?
Have you been to Doghouse out in LA?
No, I don't think so.
They have like vegan hot dogs and vegan hamburgers. So good.
Pretty much everybody does, but not In-N-Out. Anyway, going back to your question, it used to be really hard in the beginning, when we were 15, and like any disagreement would cause somebody saying, "Okay, fuck you, I'm quitting."
Right.
But as we grew older, we kind of learned to listen to each other, and kind of trust. Yeah, again, communication and trust. And I guess that's like with every other band, people have to find a compromise for the sake of the song, you know? And back in Russia, we had a mixing engineer and who was also helping us produce some songs. And he said a very good thing. Like when you work on a song, you got to leave your ego behind the door.
Right.
Because it's not about your ego, it's about the song. And in our case, it's also about the fans. Because first, of course, you think about yourself. What do I want to say?
Right.
And at some point, when you're an artist, when you create things, at some point you reach the moment when you're like, okay, well, I pretty much said everything I wanted to say. And there, of course, there's still things to say, but I can also consider thinking about what my fans need at the moment. Like, how can I support them? What can I give them to make their lives easier and better? And I think that's the case with The Road also. We like wanted to like encourage people and to tell them that they're not the only ones to be scared or to be anxious, you know, like we feel that too. Even though we may look like I may look super self-confident, it's not always like this, you know. And it's really important, and both Alex and I feel that, and we communicate. And what also helps you know, is the fact that we've been sober for almost 3 years.
Wow.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, completely sober from alcohol and weed, because we used to like binge on that a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Russian
and
drinking is a new idea in America. Like that, I think is the number one stereotype we have.
I know, like people get so surprised when I say, especially, you know, comparing to my old self that used to love Bloody Mary, you know, like vodka,
You invented
spicy.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I love that shit, dude. And now we've been sober, and of course it's so much easier to figure things out when you're sober, because you're actually responsible for what you say and what you do, you know.
Mhm.
Unlike back in the day when we would sometimes get into a, not like fight, but like into a brawl, you know.
Yeah.
And of course we've just been working for so long together that I guess it kind of just it flows. Though sometimes we have disagreements. Alex would propose something and I'd be like, meh, maybe
not
you
your
should
best.
do this. And then at some point it's just he has to like stand for it and say, okay, wait, and you'll see how cool that is. And the like the brightest example that I don't know if you guys heard our song Gone.
Yes.
So in the beginning, you have that guitar coming in, and the third note of the guitar sounds as if it is off tune, totally like da da da, and then this note it just like throws you off.
Right.
And then when I first heard it, I'm like, but this is off. Like this is not in the tune. And he's like, no, you don't get it. Listen to it. It just gives you this feeling of like a breakup, something going wrong. It's like so speaking for itself. And then I listened to it over and over again. And then I listened to what he recorded afterwards, which is gonna be da 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 da, and then it goes back to where it has to be. And like afterwards, every time I listened to it, it would give me goosebumps, and I would be like, how stupid could I be to like deny this, you know?
Right? Yeah.
So it's about trust again. Sometimes we just trust each other, or sometimes when, you know, when we have doubts, it'd be like, you know what, I don't like this part, and either of us would be like, yeah, well, let's think like how we can make it better, and then we think about it together. So
That's good you guys collaborate like that. So
of course, we're the only two people in the band. Like, how easier could that be?
It makes it so much easier. You know, when I had been in bands, and like I was always in like a 4 or 5 person band, and that thing, like you got 4 or 5 different people that you're trying to please and make people happy, and then you got the 6th person of the band. Yeah. It's always no fun. So you guys are from Russia, and Americans are always like, Russians, all the girls look like Anna Kournikova. The only like real Russian guy that we knew about for a long time was Ivan Drago from, and he wasn't even Russian, but that's like the whole Rocky IV thing from Russia, like that we had. And you guys like to drink vodka. So in Russia, what do you guys assume about America? Like, what is the one assumption about Americans that like you kind of came over and was like, okay, like what was the Russian idea of the America? Like, I know you said American Pie, but like.
Yeah, well, that's for the millennials, for our generation.
Right.
It was just like feeling that everything super cool is in America.
Okay,
You
yeah.
know, like you watch those movies, you see those pictures of like California, and I think that's even for the rest of America. You know, like if you live in some Iowa and you watch those Californian movies and you're like, ah,
Right.
that's heaven. And imagine Russia, where, you know, things are very, very different, where
Yes.
it's winter, where it's gray, and you know, it's just not fun. A lot of
No.
times it's not fun, especially if you live not in Moscow or St. Petersburg, where all the fun stuff is happening.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
It's just really hard, and well, I feel like this kind of like jealousy or envy, it creates the perception that Americans, like, they just take it for granted, and that they're not like really smart,
Yeah.
you know. But
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, I guess that's for the people who have never been, and who have never been out of the country in general,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
And also, what I can say is that this whole Cold War thing, it's still fucking going on, and both from American side and from the Russian side. But it doesn't come from the people; it comes from the government that, like, try to set people up against the other people, which
Right.
is basically what all the governments do, you know,
Yeah.
constantly.
It's high
Um,
school. So I don't know how high school was in Russia, but that's high school here in America. Like you have the
Mhm.
jocks, you have the metalheads, you have the punk kids, you have the theater kids, and you just have like you just have to start a beef between all of them. Like I mean, it's like we all live in high school. High school will never go away. It's always going to be high school.
Yeah.
yeah.
We've got, yeah, just on a bigger scale, it's like, well, all right, we don't want people to sit with that table at lunch. And instead, we're just like, we're just not going to buy any metal from this country. That's kind of how it seems to work out. So we established that you're not a spy. So I was happy to know that. I was like, oh no, she's not a spy, guys. Her English is really good. She doesn't even have an accent, really. Wink, wink. Um, but yes,
Thank you.
yeah. So you talked a lot about your fans, and you guys call them the family. You can get on their mailing, on their what is it, your newsletter, your email thing.
Yeah.
Fans seem to be a real big thing for you guys, and that's awesome. I love it. So tell us kind of like what the family is and kind of how it goes. Like what can you expect when you sign up?
Well, we have these people who have been following us for a while and who have been really supportive, you know, from buying our merch to like supporting us during the Rona. People just were just, you know, sending us money. And our recent achievement was that we started a fan funding campaign on our website. So because we thought, okay, well, we've done crowdfunding before, but all those crowdfunding websites, they charge you a commission, like 15% of the people's
Yeah.
money. And we thought, okay, well, we have a very small group of people that it's small, but these people are really supportive and they believe in us, and we appreciate them a lot. They're our friends, basically, you know. And so we started this fan funding campaign, and we collected some money, like over $1,000 for our new video. And in exchange for that, so we are giving people exclusive, you know, access to um, pictures, videos, some behind the scenes, and we always talk to them. Like people reach out to me on Instagram, and I talk to them. I send them videos. I record messages for them, like birthday congratulations. And of course, for our family, there's special merch deals.
Ooh.
Yeah, like discounts when we because our merch is very limited edition, because
Right.
we try to like print a small amount of merch and like sell it faster to make sure the money comes back in and we can print the new collection. And we give our fans a special price on merch when we print it, and they're the first ones to get access to that. And of course, they can always like for this new video, we're gonna have people's names in the video, like in the
Nice.
credits.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, like these people actually made it happen for us, you know. And
Yeah.
for a lot of people, it's very important because they feel that they can be a part of something bigger, you know. And we give them this opportunity, and we're happy to like, you know, thank them as
Right.
much as we can. Like I always try to make it personal for them. It's not that they're, you know, like with the big bands, they buy from some store.
Right.
When people buy my shirts, when people buy from me, or you know, when they do something special for me, I do something special for them. You know, I always reshare stuff that they share. I send packages myself. I sign them personally, you know, and I try to make it uh, accessible for fans. Like, for example, I get a 30 Seconds to Mars newsletter, and their masks are like $15. And
Right.
then imagine how many masks 30 Seconds to Mars sell in comparison to us, because we're so much smaller. And I sometimes would include a mask for free because people already like buy a lot of stuff from me, you know.
Yeah.
So
I think 30 Seconds to Mars, though, like, you know, I like 30 Seconds to Mars. I think they've got probably that family vibe, that family feel to it. Like when I would go to shows for them, like it was, you know, you felt like you were a part of something that wasn't just, all right, we all like the same band, we're all wearing a black t-shirt, let's go party for 3 hours. Like when you were at a 30 Seconds to Mars, and that's what I feel like with your guys' fan club that you guys have. Like,
well, we're all space invaders, you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, you know, like the whole, like you guys know what you're doing when it comes to that. And I think that, you know, you have a great sound. You guys, the band is great. You've got a great
Thank
following
you.
on Instagram.
Yeah.
You know, you even act like the Frozen girl sometimes. Like, you know, that was the thing I showed when I was showing my kid, because my kid's always like, who's going to be on there? Because she loves Kortney. Her and Kortney are like best friends. And I was like, what? She's like, Elsa? And I was like, sure. And yeah, we're having Elsa on. So, you know, like you did the Frozen thing. That was awesome. Like you're all over the place.
I'm
But you're making it work.
doing the Frozen thing constantly and regularly.
Are you? We'll
Yeah.
have to see about like the price for Elsa in Oklahoma. Like we might have to do that for a birthday party.
You can have me as a virtual party. I'm actually doing that for my fans too. Sometimes they would ask me to record a princess video for their kids, and
Right.
I would happily do that.
Well, I mean, like maybe we could do it like a 2-part thing, like Elsa in the morning, Chase the Comet,
At night.
like later, yeah, at night. Like my friends can come
Sure,
over
let's discuss it.
get it going. Yeah, we can book you in Oklahoma. So, you know, thanks for hopping on. What else you know, the road is right now. We've got that going. What do you think is going to be next for Chase the Comet?
Well, in fact, as I mentioned, we gathered some money for the music video.
Yes.
And we started filming it last week. We went to the Sequoia National Forest.
Okay.
Cool.
And we filmed the first part of the video. And tonight we're gonna continue shooting like the plot line.
Right.
And the surprise is that instead of one video, we actually made two videos. Two videos.
More Chase the Comet.
For another song that's gonna come out in like maybe a month from now. So we have the new video that's gonna come out in a week or two from now, and then another song that's gonna be a continuation of the first one with the video. So we've got original stuff coming out, and we also have covers on our YouTube channel that we're constantly releasing. The recent one we did, Black Wedding by In This Moment,
Okay.
which came out pretty cool. So
Yeah.
we just try to constantly release something and not keep silent, because this is what gives people faith that this is a project that should invest their time in. You know.
Yes. Well, and I
Because
know. I know
Yeah.
like you guys do the covers, and you worked with another Russian born artist with doing a tattoo cover, right? Um,
Yeah, well, this year in February we released the cover on the Russian band Tattoo, that's called All the Things She Said, with Lena Scissorhands from the band Infected Rain.
yes.
Um, and yeah, it was really cool for us because when we started talking about this, and Lena has become my friend. I met her a few years ago here in Los Angeles, and we started like talking and growing this friendship because we both speak Russian,
Right.
and then we suggested her to do the cover because we thought it would be kind of cool with my clean vocals, and I don't do extreme, almost don't do extreme, but for her it's a regular thing.
Right.
So we thought,
Yeah.
okay, that would be really cool to combine these two voices. And I messaged her and I'm like, hey, so here's this idea. And at that time, we were going to Vegas for the New Year.
Okay.
So we were supposed to stay at Lana's house with her, and we went to the Tenacious D concert for the New Year. Yeah, and we thought, okay, why don't we just bring the mic and record her and see what happens?
Yeah.
And then we did that, and then the guys from the band, they were also like, okay, well, let's collaborate on the arrangement too. So Alex prepped everything, and then we sent it out, and Vidic from Infected Rain recorded some guitars, and their drummer recorded live drums because we don't have the opportunity to record live drums. And Yeah, and then and when we started talking about this cover, when we recorded Lena, they were still independent, and then when we finished working on it, they by that time they have been already signed by Napalm Records.
Right.
That's awesome.
So yeah, so that was happening right when they were negotiating with the label, and All the Things She Said has become the first label release song for us. And right now, the video that we also shot later last year, it has over 500,000 views on Napalm
Uh,
Records channel.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
got 300,000
Yeah,
of those views came from me. I'll be honest.
yeah.
Russian girls and
So,
pillow fights. That's my thing. And you guys got both of them in one video. It's a great video. I loved this. I actually liked the song back in the day. Back when the
yeah,
song
pretty
first
much
came out.
everybody did, right? It was so big, and we thought, okay, well, we both speak Russian, so we should do this cover. And a lot of people were wondering why we didn't do the Russian version, but we thought, okay, well, people in America and people in Europe mostly know it in English.
Right.
So we talked a lot about this, and we decided to keep it all English to make sure our international fans, understand. And I mean, both Lana and I were like guys,
Yeah.
but we with this song we wanted to support other people with different orientation, like all over the world, and because love is love, and I have gay friends,
Yeah.
and Lena was saying that this problem was kind of vital for her earlier, in her life. So we thought, okay, well, as artists, we have something to say, and it just all came up, as a big, big thing, which was great for us.
Well,
Yeah.
I think the video you guys kept true to what it used to be. Like, yeah, you guys weren't in the schoolgirl outfits, but like, what are you laughing about, Courtney? That's true. I'm a big tattoo fan. I know my tattoo. Okay. There's no rain and no schoolgirl suits, but you guys kept with like the theme of the show of the song, and I loved it. I thought like this is great. But she's going to be a friend of ours too because she's going to be on the show here in the next week. So we've
Yeah.
got both of them. So I guess, Nika, that's awesome that you've got all this going on. Definitely check out, what is it, chasethecomet.com that they need to go
Yep,
and
yep, that's
find.
our website, and that's the same on all social media. And we have recently started being active on TikTok. If anybody's on TikTok,
We're doing it too. We're getting with the kids.
yeah, well,
I'm
we're
being
creating.
forced into the TikTok.
I personally love it because it's very different from Instagram, and it's more live, and I love it because
Yeah.
I always used to freak out about these galleries on Instagram, Vanity Fair, fuck that,
Right?
you know. Um, so on TikTok, you just be you, and yeah, and just play with it and be funny, be sketchy, be weird. So yeah, if anybody's on TikTok, we're there, and I'm managing it. I'm trying to make it cool, and I'm enjoying it.
We'll have to get Nika's TikTok like university going where she teaches us how to TikTok correctly.
Oh, well, I'm still super new. Well, when I gain some traction there, then maybe we can do that. For now, I'm still like exploring, learning. So yeah, it's I mean, the most important thing is that I'm having fun, right?
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
And we've had a lot of fun with you today, Nika. So chasethecomet.com, check it out. Join all of their fan clubs, everything, buy all of their merches that they have, t-shirts, masks, whatnot. Do it. Listen to The Road, Spotify. Let's get them those streams. There
Posters.
It is. Chase the Comet right there. Posters. We've got everything. Face masks. Do you have underwear?
No.
No.
Not yet.
Wow.
Oh, but you know what? Let me show you something. Let me show you something cool.
Oh no, we're getting a reveal here.
So right now I'm having a cool giveaway on my Instagram. I'm giving away this fantastic custom made Out of the Matrix hoodie that has our album cover on it. Check this out.
Oh, that's so cool.
Nice. That is
Yep.
great.
I love that.
And I don't think I even get to apply for it now since it's on our show.
Look,
I like that thing a lot.
I know it's super expensive to print, but it's so cool. I love
Right?
it. Oh, wait, let me show you the back.
Nice.
That's
Is it
so
a
this-
one-off? Or are you guys going to sell those things? Like, is this?
Yes, we're selling these, but only for pre-order because they're $150.
Gotcha.
And they're available for pre-order on our website and our store. But right
You're
now,
giving away. Are you giving that one away, or are you giving one away in whatever size?
no, there's a specific one because so they were supposed to print one thing and they printed a little bit different.
Okay.
So we got this basically for free, and we want
There you
to
go.
give it away to our fans. Yeah.
All right.
So
Awesome.
How do we sign up?
it's so I have a post on my Instagram where you have to tag a friend and like simply spread the word about our music. That's it.
Gotcha.
And then we're gonna randomly pick a winner. And my Instagram is Nika_Comet.
Gotcha.
I should have put it right here like you guys did, but I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't. Yes. But
Maybe
anyway,
next
yeah.
time.
I mean, that's just like that's super cool. See, and it's also like all our merch is premium quality. It's fantastic. So I thought I
Right.
should share this amazing opportunity with you and with whoever's watching us.
Get on that. Get on the Chase the Comet, and the Nika_Comet is on there. Sign up for that giveaway. You don't want to miss it. You can be the cool kid with the one-off Chase the Comet jacket. So
Yep.
thanks for your time. Maybe you can get back to sleep. Maybe you can wake Alex up with breakfast in bed. I don't know.
Of course, breakfast time, breakfast.
You got to get that going. So thanks for hopping on the show with us. And
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, guys.
you're welcome.
Yeah, it was a pleasure.
All right, guys. Well, that was awesome. There we are.